Divine cards is a system of cartomancy where praying cards are used to make predictions of your characteristics and your future timeline. The origins of this system date back to over 20,000 years ago. This was during a time when ancient wise men observed the cosmos and formulate mathematical systems. These teachings were preserved till this day, and I'm honored to present to you the Divine Cards. In this system, each day of the year is assigned one card. Each living man or woman is assigned 1 to 4 cards depending on their date of birth. The main card or birth card is of most significance, followed by the planetary ruling card or PRC. For some birthdays, there is a third or fourth card. You can see from the chart here or check the links below for your card. If you feel that the card doesn't really resonate with you, you may want to look into your birth time. I noticed the time difference when I was calculating the lucky dates for a client to buy lottery. It opened the next day. For example, if you're born in Singapore on March 7, in New York, it's March 6. So you may have to convert your birth time to UTC and then follow that date to find your birth cards. Once you have found your cards, you can check them out. If you cannot find the video on your particular card, means I have not made them yet. So please like and subscribe so that I can continue to make more videos. Thank you. Ace is considered 1. Number 1 comes first. So 1 is a loner, a leader, and also somebody who initiates. It is also associated with the sun, the soul, and the source of life. So 1 is about the self and desires. The positive side of 1 is individualization, leadership, and progress. The negative side is selfishness, dictatorship, and laziness. The clubs symbolize the teacher and the receptive quality of the mind, the intellectual interests and mental reactions to people, things, circumstances, and events. They are the seekers. This is the first leaf to come into life and the last to go into fall. So it signifies summer. The ancient element is air. Air is required to ignite the fire of creation and expansion. It is also the ambition that creates. It uses knowledge to create. It creates life, money, and wealth. They are the guardians of intelligence and rule all mental processes, psychological reaction, educational interests, inquiries, communication, and messages. They investigate and instigate arguments, disputes, and debates. The crux is also associated with luck and maturity. They are the brains behind successful activities. Their path and quest is for universal knowledge. They are the messengers of the gods, the links between heaven and earth. The clubs are good at all forms of education, legal matters, literature, journalism, and all creative sides. The positive side of the clubs, they are brilliant, magnetic, thoroughly informed, and they make safe counselors. The negative side can be aggressive, intrusive, trickery, unreliable, and dishonest. So the crux living man, woman, or energy can tend towards the positive, negative, or being balanced. Ace of Cups, the card of intelligence, the desire for knowledge, the card of adventure. The positive side of this card, you have a hunger and eagerness for knowledge. You know, when you walk into somebody's room and they have all kinds of subjects and topics, this person is possibly an Ace of Cups. Yes, this energy is easier for a man. But for women, you want to know so much information that the negative side can manifest into gossips. And so you want to be careful that you don't become a busybody. Usually, money is not a problem. You either inherit it or you make a lot by your own efforts. You need to take care of your health because your restlessness can manifest as some kind of unusual illnesses or disease. So you need to maintain a good physical and mental balance. You may have a keen curiosity about spirituality, but knowing about spiritual practice is not the actual practice itself. The actual spiritual cultivation will help you on your journey of life. You are born mystics, but your logical mind often interferes with your ability to connect to your intuition and your higher self. You also have the intelligence to get you out of any difficulty. If you feel opposed in your early years, you may leave home or do something suddenly that can lead you astray. So you want to be careful because your early years plays an important part in your life. You can be upset by home problems, and so you may choose to go to school or you may hang out with others, and this can be dangerous. So the Ace of Cups, youngsters, you have to be careful that you are not being led astray. You have a domineering mother or powerful kind of mother that has some kind of influence in your life. You have the ambitions and drive, however, you may lack confidence or you may have too much confidence. You want to be careful in making decisions in your later years as you may have a tendency to act impulsively. If you're on a spiritual path or pursuit, your later years will be more peaceful and harmonious. There is a need to express yourself and your creativity. You are quick, sharp-minded, intelligent, and a very good, witty communicator. Your intelligence and knowledge will lead you to make certain judgments. However, you may sometimes want to see others' point of view. You are born for professional success and you work well with groups of women. Yes. You prefer large businesses and corporations. Finances tend to be ups and down, but you may not worry too much about that because the Ace of Cups, you are one of the more blessed cards in regards to finances. However, there may be a tendency to change job or business every 3 to 5 years. Regarding investments, it may not be too good, or you may suffer some kind of injustice in regards to finances. So you should always be careful, and also you want to be careful with real estate property investments. You dislike working for others and will not remain long in low routine positions. Bear in mind this is a collective reading For career readings, we still need to look at your birth details, what elements, things like that. So if you want a consultation, the links are below. You want to know love and you want love. You may be constantly looking for the ideal soulmate. The negative expression of this energy can become flirtatious and promiscuous until the right partner or mate is found. You may be quite afraid. But after you find the right mate or partner, you will become very faithful till the end. If you are a woman, you possibly have a very masculine mind and may not be easily satisfied by romantic encounters. You may choose a career that interfere with your marriage, and some men may find you intimidating. Both sexes are restless and you need constant varieties and stimulations when it comes to relationships. The challenge for you, Ace of Cups, is to maintain emotional stability. Marriageability on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is very marriageable, 10 is totally unmarriageable. Ace of Cups, your marriageability is a 5. You are okay to be married, however, your restlessness can interfere into your marriage. So it is most ideal to have a marriage where the both of you have freedom and your own space. It will also help a lot if the both of you can travel together frequently. From my experience, the marriageability is just an indication of how much you want to have a home and the stability of a home. It does not tell if you are able to maintain the marriage. For example, the marriageability of Elizabeth Taylor is a 4. She is very marriageable and has this need to want to have a stable home and security. However, as you can see from her history, there is a string of divorce and marriages. Besides marriageability, we can also see your connections with this particular person. Besides your own cards, you also have your Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and a whole lot of other planetary cards. There are also past life connections. I will list some of your cards at the end of this video. So if you want to know what sort of connections you have between you and this particular person, you can search for their birth cards by their date of birth. For example, if the person is born on January 14, their main birth card will be the King of Diamonds and their planetary card will be the Eight of Cups. They may also have a third or fourth card. And then you check if the King of Diamonds has any present life connection with you. There can be more than one connection. There can be a Venus or double Venus, sometimes even triple Venus, which is, I think, quite rare, but yes, there is. There can be karmic connections. And then you can search for the King of Diamonds general reading to get a basic idea of this person's characteristics. Ace of Cups, you have no karmics. You belong to the mystical family of 7 cards. Your Mercury is the Queen of Cups. Your Venus is the 10 of Spades. Your Mars is the 5 of Cups. Your Jupiter is the Three of Diamonds. Your Saturn is the Ace of Spades. Your Uranus is the Seven of Hearts. Your Neptune is the Seven of Diamonds. Your challenge is the Five of Spades. And the result is the Jack of Hearts. So what are all these connections about? Every card can indicate a living man or woman. It can also indicate an energy that you have or you are dealing with. You can also get the extended readings if you want to know more about your connections with these different karmics, how to deal with these challenging energies, and how to navigate around these energies. It is good to know so that you can navigate around these people or energies. For the extended readings, I will be doing the Karma cards and Pluto cards first because I find that these are more important ones. You can click on the links below to find out what are these cards about. Bear in mind that these are general readings because there may be details that I'm not able to share with you through the videos. If you would like a more detailed reading or learn more, you can check out Robert Lee Cam or myself and my partners. All the links are on the screen or below. It's an honor for me that you subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.